going on. You know what's going down. You know what's going down. All right.
Looking at that one clip, like 7 seconds to go when you're waving to the opposing team, but it's almost like it's a waving to the end of the season, Lee. Welcome to cltfcfantv Fan TV, for the fans, by the fans, damn it. I'm JT. That's Lee. That's Brian. And I almost pulled it off. That's Jorge. Y'all know us. We know y'all. What's up in the season?
In the season, man, it has arrived, man. It has arrived. Kind of sad, huh?
Yeah, when it's almost like when people are, going to a party that you're not invited to, It's like, damn it, they're still playing, but we aren't. But still proud of the boys.
That's it. Yeah, Jorge, you got all kinds of crap on it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He sleeps with it.
Hey, Jorge.
The only other thing up here is the Charlotte flag.
No, I'm just saying that's your Messi
and calling the crown. Come on, bro.
The crown and then the Europa League jersey right next to it.
Well, I mean, that falls into line with you, right, Brian?
Yeah, I shouldn't have even gone there.
Yes. The beginning. The end is just the beginning of the off season. That's right. Nothing's valid, man. So, shit, we're just gonna kind of ad hoc this tonight, I guess, man. Nothing. We're not gonna talk about the Red Bull game or any of that stuff. Well, I am. You may have some notes, JT.
Oh, we're just gonna kind of ad hoc this tonight. What you not ad hoc it?
That's right. I appreciate the video montage. That's all JT's work there. So.
Oh man! And to that point, Alicia, we're going to put together. I'm going to put together a really good one in the near future for the YouTubes, etc.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. And next week we're gonna do a trivia night, so everybody will be able to play. You'll be able to put your answers in. And I'll just go through all the history of Charlotte so far and try to get some questions and not make it too hard. Charlotte FC.
Okay, because you just said Charlotte. I didn't know if you're going back to Mech Deck and some Catawba Indians hanging out doing whatever.
No, not that far back, man. What's up, Daniel? Yeah, so yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I think next week will be a lot of fun. We'll try to keep it within an hour like we normally do, but yeah, I'll reach out to Adam from Defend the Queen to see if he'll be kind enough to donate something for the winner. So
I might have. I got a big old box full of free merch.
Do you?
I'm willing to throw. Not really, sort of, kind of, maybe. Who knows? I'm ready to throw some stuff out. Let's talk, Lee. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. We'll figure something out. I'm sure we got some stuff, anyways, man. So yeah, like I said, next week is trivia night. So get ready. Well, hey, Brian, man, how's it going?
Going great, bro. We've been busy. So we dropped the article today. We're working on some other stuff.
I saw that.
What article? What article did you drop?
We dropped all the players that were in Charlotte. Some.
All the players that returning. You broke up for a second.
All the players that are leaving.
I know. It's like you never know with Jorge.
I know. You
as a meter is good. He's real good with Jorge. And I'm like,
Yeah, I'm just sitting around waiting for him to say something
else. I just here do the same thing. I'm done. Jorge.
It was just an article about like recapping the season.
Yeah, I know. I'm still upset after last night.
Yeah. Shout out to Tyler. He's been cranking them out.
Yeah, it's about time he did something. Tyler, if you're watching, I'm just kidding, man. It's Brian that needs to do something. But yeah, man, and yeah, Jorge's on that McDonald's Wi-Fi. That's right.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I have a light. I'm not gonna put it up.
That's right. And you do owe me a beer, man. We had that bet. That's right. I'm gonna cash in one day. So yeah. So man, let's talk about the season. What do you want to talk about, JT? Which part of the season?
Hey, I just laid out a lot of stuff, and I even asked my kids and my lovely wife. This could be fun if we're doing this ad hoc.
Yeah.
Pick a number between 1 and 18. I wrote down 18 things.
22. That would be the year we kicked off the season.
Hey, Brian, don't encourage him. Don't bullshit jokes. Between he and Jorge, we won't even get through it. Pick a number between 1 and 18.
All right, I'll go 9 since it's right in the middle.
9. This is a good one. This is y'all got to help us out there. Number 9. What should we do in the off season? You know, there's gonna be a lot of things going on, building a new facility, and I'm sure they'll continue to put stuff out. But like, I want to, you know, because before the season ever started, you know, we talked to a lot of players, we did a lot of different things. I still want to hang out with the mayor, with Bronico, and hit a Bojangles with one of the players that's never had Bojangles. Jalen Lindsay, he still hasn't eaten barbecue. He's never eaten North Carolina style barbecue, from what I understand. And he said he wasn't going to do it during the season. So I don't know. What y'all help us think of things to do in the off season?
Well, we'll definitely have some player interviews, right? We're gonna drop that montage. Bless you, Jorge. You all right, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good.
And Brian, we're getting the president on, right? The prez. We got him on tape saying he'd come.
Yeah, Joe said he will.
Joe.
Yes, Joe will come on the show and give a recap. So, yeah, I mean, obviously there'll be breaking news, so the news desk will be there. But yeah, favorite.
Where the hell's Roscoe? What the hell's he doing?
I have no idea, dude. Like Roscoe, if you're out there, buddy, call in. Yeah, you know.
I hope he's okay. I mean, I know it's hunting season.
Well, the last time we talked to him, it was something about him and Jimmy's wife, and that there was some police involved or something. I don't know what was going on.
He was on the lam. I get it.
Yeah. So
he's gonna pop up as like a Seattle Sounders fan because he had to move all the way over there to get away.
Do an expose on Roscoe. Honestly, I have no idea who Roscoe is. So if Roscoe, you're out there and you're watching, let us know, man. We'll fire it back up so you can call back in again. So that was a good time, man. Because he had more shots than Chicharito or something in his margarita or something. Yeah. And then commenting about the best thing about Atlanta is 85 North. There was a lot of good ringers he had in there for sure. So
wasn't it after the first time he called in that you got all these DMs from different media outlets because they're like there's some
interview.
Yeah, there's some Southern guy that really loves soccer. This is gonna play great in Liverpool or wherever the hell they're coming from.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, so Caden's got a dog named Roscoe, and maybe we could just get him on. But then that was where the flag got made, man. You know, because of Roscoe. So yeah, shout out to the shipping department. They're in London right now, man. They actually went to the Spurs game, so I'm kind of jealous of that. Yeah, I know, man. They saw Uzin too. Got a picture with him. I was like, man. But here we are, man, on Wednesday night doing a live show. What's that?
The Spurs won 3-2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they got to win another game to move on to the group of 16 or whatever.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the standings, but I just know that yeah, we'll continue to play on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So you know, yeah. Is Chelsea even playing? Who do they play? I think Chelsea. I know Arsenal's not playing.
Oh,
we have a big game tomorrow.
Do you? Is that are you guys in the Europa Conference?
No, we haven't sunk that low yet. But this is the one last season y'all have to talk about the Tuesday, Wednesday. We're moving on up.
And yeah.
It's still early, man. Spurs always win the league in like September, October.
Not this year.
All right, another number, JT. Another number. Jorge, pick a number, man. 1 through 18, except for 9. 4.
4. Who do y'all miss? Gaffer was gone, or original Gaffer. OG, huh? Original Gaffer. That's great. I need to make up a shirt with that. Talk to the boys.
I have a picture of Mars.
I wonder. You know, actually, number 4. The first thing it says is Nick Kelly ? Who do y'all miss? And I just thought, Nick was always really good to us and seemed to be like a really stand-up guy. And I wish he could have seen the season through, and he came in so early to set stuff up. But then I was also thinking about Sergio. You know, he was our first player signed, and he never stayed the whole season and stuff like that. It's like, besides Top Ben and everyone dropping the knowledge on who's leaving, it's like who's already left and who do we miss and kind of wish they were still here with us. Because that's the one thing I say to people out there. I'm like, listen, Coaches are going to leave, players are going to leave. DT will probably still be here. I doubt he's going to sell the team. But besides that, it's just going to be us, the fans. 8 years from now, it's going to be like all these other, maybe some people on the back end, stuff like that, Zorn, whatever, more than likely too, but we're still going to be here. So it's like after the first season, I don't know. I felt a little for Nick Kelly for whatever reason. So who do y'all?
I think it was the Cincinnati game. I was heading over to the supporter section, and I caught eye with this girl right before the supporter section, like right on the left-hand side. And she looked at me. I looked back at her. She's like, "Can I get a photo?" I was like, "Yeah." I took a quick picture with her, and like our hands kind of touched a little bit. And I really miss her, and I still think about that day.
No,
So
that's what.
I miss the most.
Oh, I tell you how to get through that, dude. Just put a Craigslist ad out there, like missed missed connections or something.
Yeah,
it works.
Start with I live under a bridge, and I mess with dudes in their 40s.
Because
I am technically a troll, but I'm kind of cute with a great smile and know a lot about soccer.
Yeah, no, because I mean, even if it's not them, you're gonna have people call in and trying to think it was them or like text you or whatever, and just one too many, man. Right? So just don't keep your eyes on just the one top man, at least for now.
Must like damp environments and darkness.
The one I missed the most is Sergio Reis, man. He was such a good dude. I really loved him. I think if he would have had more time, I don't know. If he would have stayed, I feel like he would have been a good player for us. Kind of sucks because he was the very first player to sign for Charlotte, so we kept up with him, stuff like that. So I think Sergio for me. I had a chance to talk to him off the pitch as well. So
yeah. I mean, no, you're right, Sergio. I wonder how it would have been if it had been different for Sergio if Latanzio had been the coach from the get-go. What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, I mean, I think there would have been a lot of different things that would have happened for a lot of players if Latanzio was the coach from the beginning. I think Sergio for sure is the one. I mean, I think Riley McGree, even though we never got to see him play, would have probably had a chance. We wouldn't have sold him. But
he's gonna get a statue himself out there outside the stadium. We just him.
He's like, I'm not going over there. He's like, fuck that. I'm not going to America. I'm not playing in some place called Charlotte.
Yeah. No, I mean, Sergio would be the player that I would say I'd miss the most. Like, just for first player sign in, didn't make it through the season. Super nice guy. Our first player interview, even.
Yeah.
When he was in Spain, he was kind enough to jump on a Zoom with us real quick and just let us kind of.
That's the first time we ever saw. He was the first one to have merch of a shirt.
Yeah.
The logo that they'd sent him the shirt, and you couldn't get it anywhere.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say off the field, I would say I'd miss Nick, man. I mean, and Jessica too, right? Those were the two. Jessica was definitely our gatekeeper and would keep us in check and tell us that you can't do that, and we would push the elevator.
Bro,
but
I was in check all the time. You needed to check.
I mean, but then Nick himself, his first week on the job, he was kind enough to reach out to us and invite us in and then offer an interview about the PSLs, even though that wasn't his decision. He just took the whole weight of that, right? And, Nick, if you watch it, man, I hope you're doing well. So there's that.
I'm sure he's doing fine. I'm not about it.
No.
I'm saying I still wish he was around in the sense of
Sergio was our first signing ever, and Fuchs came in about the fourth, I think. He was after Riley.
And then it was Ruiz, then Riley McGree.
Jan was in there too, right?
Jan was in there too, and then I think it was Fuchs. Grant was third.
Hey,
I don't know.
This is a trivia night. This is a preview of next year.
Yeah. But I hold out the answer.
Sergio, Riley, Brandt, and then I think it was Fuchs.
Yeah. Shout out. Hey, appreciate it, man. Andrew. Yeah, Nick Kelly. He was good. He was good for us, man. And he allowed us in. All right, man. Number one. This
is a fun one. Of course, now listen, you can't just stay on all my stuff because I have a different point of view on this whole thing. But nonetheless, best merch. Because I love this shit, and a lot of people. This is the most expensive merch, like the free ones they give away. Old bobblehead, old Sugaree behind me, but I don't know. Like you got this for me, Lee, and it's the cheaper scarf. It was from that one Bojangles night or whatever. But the whole having Bojangles on there and also wearing a scarf in the summertime, not very practical. Not very practical. So the lighter ones, whatever. But I always like this one a lot. My favorite merch overall, though. Y'all tell me, someone out there, y'all definitely got someone minted some coins, right? Because that coin machine was only up for this season, and they got all the different. I just love these things. So yeah, well, best merch overall. I mean, Glory Days doing cool stuff, but I wonder too. That first tifo, the famous one with the queen's face with the checkerboard handkerchief, or over her mouth, covering her mouth. Who there? Thank you, Jorge. Now, Glory Days is doing, but who actually did that design? Did someone on the TiVo committee come up with that? And then somehow Glory Days got a piece of it, or I don't understand. But that is an iconic design now. And who created that? I never know if anyone out there on the TiVo committee knows. And also, where is that first TiVo? Because that's the one the team uses as their banner on YouTube. I mean, that's the most popular one. That face is going to live on in scarves and everything with what Glory Days is doing. So
it's in a museum.
Well, it should be in a museum.
Yeah.
A museum of soccer. But nonetheless, I wonder who made that.
Yeah.
Design, and hopefully they're getting some money.
Yeah, that's right. Man, I'm going to cheese out on this on my favorite merch, but mine is going to be the first jersey that Brian has on.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's forever going to be the first jersey, top, kit, whatever we want to call it, that we ever had, man. So, yeah, at some point I'll wash it one more time and put it in a frame.
So now is it normal? I know it's all about selling merch as well, but with the teams, so the mint kit is now retired.
Yeah,
we won't ever see the black with the mint unless they bring it back for whatever reason. But we won't see it in the near future. And so they'll keep the blue one that Brian's wearing, and then next year they'll have another second.
Yeah. So no, it'll go right. We'll keep the blue one. We'll wear that for 2 years, and then the next community kit we'll wear that for 2 years. So it'll rotate every year. There'll be a new one that kind of gets retired, and then they'll keep them for 2 years and then retire. But since this was the inaugural season, they're going to go ahead and redo the black or the mint kit.
But I imagine they're going to keep a blue and white and black themed jersey pretty much ever. I mean, that seems like that's going to be there. And that's what I really liked about this jersey specifically is just that it's just a really nice, clean look that they can kind of build
just
off.
pop on the field too, man.
Yeah. Well, and they can make adjustments to it, but not go over the top and like change it up, but it'll stay pretty like they give themselves a lot of flexibility to work with their colors.
Yeah. So to answer Hub likes, I think we'll just keep the same blue kit that we got this year, is my understanding. And then the following season 3, we'll redo the blue kit, and then this year we'll do the mint kit. So yeah, man.
For me, the mint kit was the merch that I really like drawn to because it's ending after this season, and I've got a Melanda jersey coming in the mint. So
that's going to show up in March.
Yeah, but it's going to be rare as a mofo, dude.
Yeah. No, I mean, the only problem is if they go too far off of the mint kit, I'm just going to get some new sneakers, man, because then obviously my mint Adidas won't be cutting it anymore.
Your drip, as the kids say.
Yeah, my drip. Yeah. Jorge, what's your favorite piece?
I think it has to be just like you said, that blue jersey. I really like the parlay pink and white one too. I think it's really nice.
Yeah,
but I gotta get the original, especially because I mean everybody was hating on it at the beginning, right? And I was like, nah, it's nice, And then everybody jumped on the bandwagon. So we doubled down, like it. So
that's it.
Show us that logo, Jorge. on your hat. It's hard to see with your camera. The hat you're wearing. Yeah.
There you go.
New black on black with the second logo, man. I love that. That's tight.
Black on black. Black
I
on
don't know
black on black.
So bad.
What's
My
that?
bad. I said the lighting in here is really bad right now.
I know, man. You're making like this media company and everything. You don't even have a ring light.
Come on, bro.
Hey, how do you do this, man?
Bro, I take that money and invest it in Brian and Tyler. You know, they got to get paid first, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's why Brian's on the road this week. Right? Getting paid. Yeah.
I got him checking out Minnesota since, you know, they just made the playoffs.
Scouting players.
That's it. Is that your new role now? You're a scout now? Yeah. Jesus, man, I can't keep up with those folks over there at Top End.
That's a good question. How big is the scouting department for an MLS team?
Well, my understanding is somebody like LA only has like one or two, and then we have.
I don't think Galaxy have any.
Not at all.
No, that's interesting. Why? I mean, it seems like all other professional sports at a certain level, but how you just don't need it, or their names
they just buy old used players.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. Is they've always, up until recently, have always had the biggest pocketbook, biggest exposure. They offered Los Angeles, so I mean it's like one of the 3 cities that foreign players know in the U.S. And so, you know, there's just a lot of exposure they can offer Hollywood and other gigs outside of soccer. So they've always kind of had that to bank on. They're not going to have that too much anymore because other teams are investing in analytics and investing in scouts, and they're going to keep finding players that like LA aren't going to find. And so,
like Melanda.
Yeah, Melanda. I think Cucho Hernandez might even fit into that category to some extent, even though he was in the Premier League.
Right.
I think Karol Swiderski fits right into that category. You know, whereas LA is kind of relying on almost like a fan style, like transfer market approach, where they're just like, who's a value player at Barcelona, you know, and just like Googling it.
Not Messi.
You know,
come on, bro. You're coming back next year. Don't worry.
He's not coming back. Not coming back. Yeah, man. And I also want to give a shout out to my bucket hat too that I wear, the FanTV bucket hat, man.
That's a nice one. I like that.
Yeah, man. I need to watch it.
Oh, I gotta give props to the shipping department too. I'm not a West Coast flat rim guy so much, but this one fit my big head pretty well.
Yeah.
And yes, Yeti Clan, this is a one of a kind, man. I'm not asking them to make another one. Even before I didn't even read that, and I knew.
Hold on, I may have.
I love it too. Maybe we'll make some of those for next year, but this is going to be. Oh, Lee, Lee, you have the second one. But yeah, I appreciate your hat. All right, who's Brian? Pick a number.
Yeah, pick a number.
Between number 6. Oh, this was a quick just note. This came from my wife. I was like, hey, what are some of the memories you had? And she was remembering Brian Romero Academy, our first to play and playing against Chelsea. That's crazy, man. And he's 16. Is he even 17 now?
Yeah.
That was a cool memory.
I remember being in the press box and we looked at the list of all the players. I don't know if it was you, Brian, or you told me, or I don't remember what happened, but we saw his name. They're like, oh, look, Brian Romero is on the sheet, you know? And, you know, it was crazy. He got a couple of minutes right at the end and, you know, just the penalty and everything. Seeing his dad, like, get emotional too, you know, him getting emotional. It was really cool. It was really special, you know? You know, we made sure that London knows that it's Carolina Blue, so.
Yeah. That's right. But you know what, though? I mean, even afterwards, seeing all the players, our players go up to him and kind of, you know, put their arm, because he was full of emotion, right? And just to see all the players go up there and just kind of, you know, put an arm around him and everything. That was just good. Like, of course, the game was a fluke. I know we should never have gone to penalties and just beat them straight out. You know, so that's the way that went down. You know, but it is what it is. Yeah, so yeah, I think we're all happy for Romero, man. I think he's got a big future ahead of him. It's gonna be fun to watch him grow.
Yeah,
Maybe our first academy player, like true academy player, come through, right?
Hell yeah.
I think the other part of that memory for me is because Jorge, when we were down there and we saw him like getting ready to come on, we were there next to Nimfasha, who was watching. He's one of the ball boys. Shout out to Nimfasha. I think he's gonna be signed sooner rather than later as well. But there was a bunch of other academy kids, because they're all the ball boys, and they're all watching him come on, and they're like starting to get excited. And then he makes that play, and you just see all the academy kids like on the sidelines hugging and cheering. I mean, because it's like one of their own, right? And so I think that's the other part that kind of gets missed is like all those kids, both in the academy, in the stands. Romero's their guy, right? He's the one kid in the Charlotte that's like that they're gonna grow up seeing like come up through the ranks. And I think that's just like it's a really special aspect to soccer and to academy systems that get overlooked sometimes.
Yeah,
that's great. That's great. What a great way, think about to look at the kids, because they are technically still kids.
Yep.
Who are with him, and also the players too, like you were saying, just to empathize with like what would it be like for me to be 16 and playing on this big of a stage, and yeah, that's great. Yay, number 6. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you're crossing these off as you're.
Yeah, you cross them off, or we're gonna keep asking.
I'll cross them off.
All right.
It'll work until you want. Whatever. This is ad hoc, right, Lee? You tell me.
Well, kind of. It's ad hoc, but semi-planned.
All right.
Yeah.
Pick a number, damn it.
Yeah, the Richmond away in the Open Cup. I didn't go to Richmond, but all right, pick a number. Whose turn is it to pick a number? Whoever you pick.
Yours.
I'll pick 18.
Oh, you're picking 8? Okay.
18.
18. This is the article you said you wrote. Who is leaving? Who are we pretty sure? We don't know who's leaving, but who could possibly leave? Like you're saying, if someone's ready to throw $11 million, $12 million for Swiderski, they'd probably let him go.
15.
Is there anyone that were like,
like we have to keep?
No, opposite. Anyone that we think we might not keep for whatever reason.
Well, there's certain players that are on 1-year contracts, like Derek Jones, like Daniel Rios, Quinn, I think George Marks, and I can't remember who else. So there's players like that where the club has to decide, are they worth keeping or not, and so we'll see a couple of these in the next upcoming days. And then there's other players that, have really big question marks around them, right? Like someone just mentioned Jordi Alcivar, a player who, came in as a young EP, somebody that there was a lot of expectations about him, and he's been very inconsistent this season. So we got to see what goes on with him. I think Jordi Arena as well, he's on a big salary, over 800K, right? And I think that the rumor or the news that we got that the club, offered him to a team in Spain kind of lets you know that it's a player that they're not looking to count on long term. I think those are the players that we need to watch out for the next couple of days and see what comes around them.
Yeah. Jorge, did you mention Mackenzie Gaines as well in that? Yeah, because I think Gaines is another one.
That's one I would hope that we fix that, man.
Yeah, I'm really.
I like to keep these around.
Yeah, I think he would like to stay, and I think there's a lot of people now that are starting to buy in, especially including me, who are starting to really buy in to a decent amount of his potential, and just would love to see him.
I was frustrated as hell with the way he was playing, but here, I'd say the last 5 games or so, he's just turned it on, man. I was like, let's go. Let's go.
Borderline unstoppable in a lot of moments, and then I think did you talk about Aful or Fuchs? Because I think both of them also are probably not being re-signed as well. They're both on options, I think. And
do we think
Fuchs retire? Fuchs is not going anywhere else. He just retire and go back up to New York and start his career post player.
Yeah, which would be interesting because he's got a son in the academy too. So, I mean, it depends, I guess, how interested they are in the Charlotte region as a play. But he's also got his academy up in New York. So, I don't know.
And maybe he'll become like an assistant coach of some sort.
Yeah,
you know, for us. I don't know, man. Yeah, see, a coach. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind keeping Jones around at least for one more year. I think he did pretty good too. So, how about you, JT? Any names you want to throw out there?
That's the reason I asked the question. I do not know, but now I know answers.
There you go. All right, next number, 13.
What up, BB?
13's the number. Let's see. What? Sadly enough, we've already talked about this, Lee. Our favorite parts of this particular show. What's happened with Roscoe and new friends. I guess, what did I actually write? Favorite parts of live show. Of course, I said Adam's artwork and the giving away. And yes, obviously it's rigged. And the new friends, Esteban and other. I love like when the shipping department, when they were on vacation and they were tuning in. Actually, that was during one of the watch alongs, but still was live. But tuning in from a long distance, stuff like that. That's one great thing about these live shows, is to have these comments coming in. And even I would tell that to people. It's like, all right, how many people do you have on the live show? 25, right now, whatever, maybe 30. That's great. If we were in a room together and just had people hanging out in seats in the audience, 25 people, that's a good audience, man. If they're consistent, I love it. Give a shout out, hug, and love y'all. Love y'all.
Yeah. The one thing I really do enjoy, man, is the fan interviews after the game. Because there's always that one that says a zinger or something, but then we got the regular folks like the Yeti clan, and they got Rafi and his son that would show up, and you just knew those guys were going to be there for us, right? So we're not just standing around interviewing ourselves all night, but then just the different attitudes after a game, like after a loss, like that one time people were pissed. That's when they were screaming like Latanzio out and all that other stuff. And it's just a lot of fun. I really look forward to that. I mean, hold on a second. There's some typo. Those guys are awesome. Yeah, I hopefully Top End's not tuned in, because I completely disagree with that comment. So Jorge, I think you should probably just keep that to yourself.
Hey, imagine that, Jorge doing something else when I was on a live show.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, I really like the fan interviews, right? I try not to get too deep into the tactics of a game, because the comments can go on forever, especially when we're all had a couple of beers in us. We just start running our mouths and realize. Then I got JT behind the camera going, cut it short.
You cannot talk to them for 7 minutes.
But you know what? Yeah, man, if we're in the middle of a deep conversation about the game, man, you can't just – all right, well.
Get more and more popular, and you're not paying attention. We got people lined up to talk to us. And that's the other thing too. It's not like they're waiting long. They're like, I want to say something. And they're like, either their parents are dragging them away, or they're like, man, screw this shit. We got to hit the bars. So many times that people start walking away and say, no, just hold on a second. He'll get you in. I'm like, Lee, shut it down.
Yeah. Much love to Brian, right? We just kind of got that thing now where we just hand Brian the mic and he just closes out the fan interview for us. So, again, yeah, and so
I mean, you were able to capture somebody proposing,
that was very random. Like, a lot of people would ask us, like, did you know that was happening? It was like, no, it was just happened to be the next in line for the interview. Like, I actually kept on pushing him down the road a little bit, right, as we were interviewing others that have been standing there, and it just happened.
Like, babe, I'm cold. Let's go. He's like, chill, wait.
Why do you want to talk to these guys?
Yeah.
Imagine you guys don't get to him in the interview. What if,
I don't know. He's going to wait until the first game next season.
Yeah, he was a little busy. He was a little preoccupied. But no, when I asked my 10-year-old son, just give me a memory, that's what he first said quickly. It was like the guy proposing. And I almost totally screwed it up, because you walk up, it's like, yo, this guy's wants to propose. I was like, hold on, he's proposing? And you're like, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
You almost heard it anyway.
Yeah, because he actually pulled me to the side and was like, "Hey, man, can I get on here so I can propose?" I was like, "What? Here, go." Yeah. So then she didn't want to be on camera, so I had to drag her ass in there too. And yeah, one day we'll find that couple and send them the actual raw clip of the proposal.
Oh, I think they have it.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, but definitely the fan interviews is a lot of fun for me, you know.
Yeah.
So appreciate everybody that stops by and just talk shit to us after the game, man. It's much love. Yeah.
I think last week Esteban winning the giveaway was funny.
That was so funny, man. Yeah. It was like it couldn't have gone better, man. As much trolling as Esteban does, and just reading the comments that I don't post back and forth between everybody and Esteban. It's
makes sense though, man. He's like a Disney troll. It's like he might be a troll, but he's like a nice troll. You want to kind of know he's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Esteban, just don't be a dick.
Yeah, like Jorge. And anyways, moving on. So that's because he went through the comment in there. I should do that. All right, Brian, you pick next number.
7.
It is my burner account. Esteban is my burner account. You guys.
Oh, this was just a memory of mine. What was the name of the big barstool guy from England that was at the first game?
Troops. Yeah,
because we were hanging out with him at the tailgate, and like, you know, some people like I remember Heidi getting a picture with him and stuff. I had no idea. Still really don't too much, but that was just a memory. Of course, the first game was just absolutely nuts. I mean, even to this day, it's almost like it was a dream. It was just so crazy, and so many people, and just trying, and the march going off late, and you know, just it was just nuts.
Oh, that the mic going out.
Hanging out with him. And then a couple of days later, learning that he's some sort of you know, online celebrity, whatever. So that was kind of fun. And we definitely had a good time with him, didn't we, Lee?
Yeah. So
I was trying to walk up that hill, just one little to get to the stadium.
I keep joking. Like my dad is still recovering from that game. What's Troop's connection to Charlotte? He's just a big Charlotte fan, and he gives us lots of love. It just sucks that his other team is a different team. So yeah, if you haven't seen him, Jonathan, go check him out. He's on Arsenal Fan TVs and has his own YouTube channel now, like Troops TV or something. So he's all right. I still prefer Expressions, but that's just personal opinion. So yeah, that's right. So he's a legit dude, man. He comes down, he hangs out with us, and I
was trying to find the video I had of YouTube. I was going through the archives. I was going through the archives last night.
Ryan.
I pulled like the video where like we were talking, should like Charlotte be more defensive or offend? Like this was like August of 2020.
What?
You know, like we're like, hey, should the team like, you know, look to like be like so solid in the back, or should they have like an attacking style? You know, like we didn't know anything. You know, like we didn't have any information. So,
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like I was going through my phone, and it just got to the point where I was like, man, I'm just gonna save it, back up the phone, and then just delete all the videos and go again, because I really have no pictures of my kids on my phone. It's all Charlotte FC screenshots and pictures and videos that are taken that I won't delete, but like I'll delete a picture of the boy or something, you know. You're out of space. Okay, remove that. Like, your baby's being born. Delete. Right. That's got to save that for something that happened in the street.
Hey, Esteban, I didn't say you were a dick. I said don't be a dick. You're cool, just don't be a dick.
Yeah, there you go. Priorities lead. 100%, man. It's all about Charlotte, man. Soccer first, man. If it's something to do with Charlotte, everything else can wait.
Oh shit, man.
Yep. That's why I'm single, ladies. All right. Next up, which number? Brian, it's your pick, right?
I just picked 7. That was
yeah.
So, all right, JT, you just pick one.
This is a good one. Number 12. Best crowning. Who little people that get crowned before the game? Anyone that really anyone cared about? I'm trying to think. What was the female soccer player? Oh shit, can't remember her name right now.
There was multiple players, right?
No, but she's like, retired, and like she's a commentator for U.S. women's soccer. Oh crap! Anyway, she was really great. It was fun talking to McCaffrey. I'm just trying to think, and of course, when Heidi got up there for Britain and everything, and oh yeah, Clint Dempsey. Gosh, I forgot about Dempsey. That was cool because he lives near here somewhere, right?
He's in North Carolina, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
Are you talking about Carson Pickett?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's who you're talking about.
Carson Pickett. Who's that?
The female soccer player.
Yeah.
The what soccer player?
The one that you were asking about.
I can't hear you. You keep breaking up, man. It's like your lights are bad, your sound's bad, your jersey.
No. I don't think it was Pickett. Wasn't there another one before there? Another.
No,
I
it
don't
wasn't.
remember anyone outside of Carson Pickett.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Heidi as being my favorite, man. Just the reason behind it all and everything, man. It's just a solid story, and it's a good friend of mine too. So I'm in the Heidi camp for that one.
And she takes it for the team, man. Like you released that YouTube short of the first goal that never was. That's where she tumbled, right, in DC.
Yeah. Yep. And then came with the hat and like a motorcycle, like an army hat, right? And the first aid kit. Yeah.
It was so steep. They're up in the corner and everyone's going crazy. Next thing you know, woo!
Yeah.
And then the next thing they showed over the helmet. Or the court game. That's right.
That's actually on the montage when we do the countdown to start the show. It's in there. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Heidi. Heidi's gonna be my pick. So
I'm gonna say the four that didn't get crowned.
What's that? What'd you say?
The four that didn't get crowned.
Four that didn't get crowned. Yeah. I like the way that they kind of handled that issue though, right? I mean, just have them all four come out there.
Yeah, which hopefully that helped versus hinder, it was getting real toxic there right at the end.
Yeah, well, you get on Facebook, man. That place is just full of
for real
acid. Yeah, it's just really toxic.
You got Pancake breaking transfer news now.
Yeah, I know. Pancake is the new source, and it's funny because people are like, "Is this real? Is this legit?" Like, Pancake's up there just running his mouth, randomly picking pictures, making a meme. Right? It works though. All right, number five.
Let's see. Let's see, what does it say? What tradition should we continue? Like, we fell into the whole national anthem with them not having to sing not the second part. Hell, they probably stopped at 1/3 in. But that was a weird accident the first night of the mic cutting out.
Yeah.
Now it is a tradition.
Yeah.
I like it, but I also I like it. It was so awesome that first night, but I don't know if every time, I don't know. I'm on the fence on it. Like, I like it as a tradition, but I also want to kind of hear someone who's a really good singer belt that mofo out, and you can sing along while they're belting it out. I don't know.
Is that the same thing?
No, because they stop. The singer would not. Right now, they stop, and then only the crowd sings. I'm saying maybe, I don't know. It was an accidental cool thing, but I don't know if it's. I
like that tradition.
Yeah, I like this tradition. Yeah,
I like Olympicos against Atlanta.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, whoever came up with the idea, and I don't know if this is a common thing within soccer, but that one song, and that when all the supporter section turns around and they start, and they start going crazy. I've got better shots of that, and it's just, that's just a total pump up. And if you're up higher, because with the family, I usually sit higher in the supporter section. Seeing everyone turn around and just bumping and jumping, that is dude.
Yeah, that's for Polish players, man.
Tell me about that. I don't know. What do you mean it's for our Polish players? That's a Polish thing?
Yeah, so it was years ago. It was Lech Poznan, the team that Józwiak came from, and they were it was originally the fans were opposing, or they were trying to sort of put out a message against the front office of their team, Lech Poznan, and so that was their way of sort of sharing their message, was like to turn around and face away from the game.
Yeah. Yeah, if we could get the whole stadium to do it, man, it would be. And were you thinking about Heather O'Reilly or Julie, what's her last name, Faldy or something like that, JT?
I don't think it's Julie Faldy. It's God, I don't want to have to look it up during the.
All right, well, don't worry about it.
I'm just saying, listen, another thing too was she rocked it, man. Like, standing up, holding the scarf, and just getting crazy. Like, yeah, when they start shooting off the smoke and everything.
Yeah.
On it, dude. She brought that shit better than anyone else the whole season.
A tradition, I think that was supposed to be a tradition that like kind of died, was like, we're supposed to be like, cheers to the land of. You remember that? I don't know.
Oh, the like North Carolina toast or whatever it was.
Yeah, wasn't that supposed to be a thing?
Kind of got outshunned by
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah, definitely that, and then the national anthem, because we seem to go right from that national anthem, and then they kick in that Peppers, man, and then we all turn around and work out our cast for about 30 seconds, it feels like, and then it's like, all right, who's going to be the first one to stop? Because I'm ready to, And the beer showers. I mean, let's not forget about the beer showers, man. That turned into some sort of a tradition too. I kind of like it.
And it kind of became a little controversial, didn't it, for a while?
It did. I mean, that was right. And then, it's, and there was, right? If you caught throwing, blah, 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 you're going to get banned and everything. And then, like, we scored right after that and cut some beers and everything went fine. The one tradition that I'm starting to see that creep in that I do not like is when we get pissed off with something on the pitch and we start throwing our cups on the field. That, to me, is terrible, Charlotte. Terrible. So, yeah. But, yeah.
Shame.
All right, Brian, pick a number.
Let me tell you which ones are left. 2, 3, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17.
And we got a lot to go. Yep.
What'd you pick?
11.
11. Dulce. That's right. That's Spanish for 11, right?
Once.
No. One uno, right, is 11.
Dulce is 12?
Dulce is 12. Once is 11.
At least I was one off. Who's your favorite player? And also, what other players have nicknames? Because I haven't heard that many nicknames, but I don't know a lot of the Spanish nicknames or whatever. So who's your favorite player and nicknames? I mean, obviously, I always think Bronico and the mayor, and he's probably my favorite player if I think about it. I love Kalina too because I was a keeper in high school. So, but I think Bronico and Kalina for me.
JT always a keeper, bro.
Hey, man. Hands off, Jorge. Yeah. No, I'm gonna say Bronico. I think Bronico has been the rock of the team all season. Like, he's played, he wasn't hurt, never got red cards. He showed up and grinded out and had that grind set. He did a lot for the community. He got involved, right? He got his charity, man. He's just a Charlotte or a North Carolina guy all the way through. So this year for me, it's Bronico.
Well, North Carolina, from High Point, shout out to the Triad. I don't think I can do it. Anyway, Triad, shout out. But also, he's practically a Charlotte guy going to school at UNCC. I think he graduated. He's here for 4 years.
He played at Charlotte, right? UNC Charlotte, and then he played for Independence, and then he played for Charlotte. So he did the trifecta.
Chicago, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian, who's yours?
Probably right now it's probably Melanda. I'm not gonna lie. I'm fully bought in, man.
Yeah, that little high school girl sweetheart crush you got on him. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad pick. I just don't think he's been here long enough to be considered Fan TV Player of the Year.
He's not going to get top Benny.
Player. And then Jorge with his stupid picks, man. We're not even going to ask him his question. So
wow.
He doesn't want to compromise any of his relationship with the player.
Because we argued about this all night last night. And it was just finally I just had to tap out. I couldn't do it anymore. So I Go ahead. Who's your player, Jorge?
My favorite player? That's a hard question, man.
Who's your player of the year for Charlotte?
It's got to be Swiderski, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna
you know.
Yeah, but who's your favorite player?
I thought we were doing favorite.
Yeah, why you ask me who was? Yeah, Lee just switched the question up on me.
Yeah, Lee's trying to let you off. Must have something on him.
Yeah. Hey, I'm in control tonight, man. I got this.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, because I have relationships with a lot of them, so it's tough to say I have a favorite. You know, there's a lot I really like.
That's what I'm saying. If you had to give a player of the year, man, that's worded like that. If you had to give a player of the year for Charlotte, like if you were the guy that had to hand that trophy out to somebody, who are you giving it to?
Yeah, but what are the qualifications for that? You know,
the one you like the most.
I mean, it's like, you know, when the players
I really enjoy like doing stuff with Adam Armour, you know, but he didn't play much.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you can't pick him.
Funny, like every time we do like collaborate on stuff, he came on a live with me during the Columbus game, and that was hilarious.
Yeah,
you know, so like he came and kissed my phone during like, you know, we were winning like it's just like has like a really good fun personality. So I like him a lot, and I like having him on my stuff. So he's probably one of my favorite players, you know.
All right, so Adam Armour is your answer.
Player of the year for Charlotte. Player of the year for Charlotte.
Player of the year, there is no question about this whatsoever. It has to be our DP striker / midfielder, Karol Swiderski. You know, he's come in clutch for us. He's put his team on the back. You guys say he went through a period where he wasn't playing well, or he had a goal drop. Yeah, he had a goal drop, but he was doing a lot of stuff off the ball as well.
I'm not going to doubt his work rate.
You know, so I mean, he's been the guy. When you're asking for a player of the year, it should be somebody that can stand out and who has stand out consistently, not just one game but multiple games. And there's only one name that I can think of a guy who has stood out multiple games for Charlotte. You know, a couple of braces in there. Last minute goal in Chicago Fire. Cross to Rios to win us the game against New York. You know, going from playing the 9 to playing the 10, getting thrown on the right wing. You know, so it has to be the man, Karol Swiderski, who's partnering up with the best number 9 in the world, by the way, in Robert Lewandowski for Poland. So he's not only representing you in the Charlotte area, he's representing you at the World Cup.
Well, you know what? The good thing about it is you got that all out now. I don't have to text you later and have that argument over text and wait for you to type it all out. Yeah. So, yeah. Sir Minty, man, for sure, right? Yep. I know. I like Karol. I think he's a solid player. He's going to be brilliant for us next year. You know, I mean, apparently he was the reason we got a gaffer fired. You know, so I don't know, man. You know, I'm going to keep wearing that comment out until it's no longer. All right, Jorge, pick a number, man. We gotta move faster through these things if we're going to keep it to the hour.
Like my shorty. Number
let's see. 2 and 3s left.
I said 10, like my shorty.
10, like your shorty.
He meant shirt. He said shorty.
What are we looking most forward to next season? Where are we most stoked about coming up?
The first playoff game in Charlotte, the new cup, the being back together with the community and hanging out again, having something to do on the weekends.
I'm looking forward to seeing what they want to do for the opening home game. You know, I really would like, you know, like I kind of want this tradition where, like, you know, we're battling Atlanta for that very first home attendance crowd of the year. I feel like that would be like a really good kind of like, you know, like way to help stir up that rivalry too. You know, like who can have the most fans in their very first game because they average they have that best average in MLS, right? And their first attendance game, I think this year they had over 50,000 too, right? But it just, I mean, like you don't like that's pretty impressive being 5 years in the league. I mean, it got kind of washed because what we came in and we broke the record. But I think if we consistently, maybe have 65 or even 70 at the initial game every year, I feel like that would be spectacular.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to like going to Austin. I'm definitely going to go to that game. And then, we're going to play St. Louis too. So, are we going there? I think we'll probably end up going there too, since Austin came this way this year, right? I feel like St. Louis will be there, but yeah.
No. So you're looking forward to seeing the schedule. When does the schedule come out?
Like January.
Okay, cool.
Ish.
Cool. I'm looking forward to hopefully continuing, like they've said, thinking that it took so long to get the right mix together and all that stuff, and having Latanzio come in. The idea that towards the end of the season, we finally, if we only had like 3 or 4 more games, we could have come up more on the table to be in the playoffs, but it is what it is. So I'm looking forward to what Latanzio, the gaffer, has in the mix starting off. And also, like you said, the third thing you said, Lee, which was just getting together, getting back with the family, y'all, getting back out there. That's going to be so much fun. And for the second year, too, it's going to be just great.
Yep. Brian, anything you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, I think also a cool thing for next year is that Charlotte's going to get to host a Liga MX team.
Mm-hmm.
I think that could be really cool. I mean, obviously the League's Cup's kind of an extra money grab for the most part, but it does bring a Liga MX team, and I think there's a huge Hispanic population that will really appreciate that, especially if it's a big name club like Club America or Pachuca or something like that, or Atlas, Yeah. So I think it's really cool.
Yeah, Jonathan Lee, man, punch a number in the comments, and that's one we're gonna pick. We're gonna let Jonathan pick this one.
Hold on. There's not very many left, Jonathan. Hold on. There's 2, 3, 11, 15, and 17. 2, 3, 11, 15, 17.
11.
Wait, I said 11 earlier, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, you did. I didn't knock it off. All right, 2, 3, 15, 16. I know, right?
We've already said 11, Jonathan. It's already been used.
No 11, Jonathan.
Yeah.
15, 2, 3.
1.
No, 1's already been used.
1. All right, 2. I'm going with 2.
One of the worst. I was just stoked about new phrases I learned. I didn't know what an Olympico was. The whole gaffer thing, I never heard that. Any other phrases or certain soccer things for us soccer fan newbies, not as hardcore as you three, just to learn about and stuff. And gaffer, I cannot get the thought of a big fish pole with a big hook on it to pull a huge fish in if you're deep sea fishing. That's what a gaffer is.
Yeah. I think.
Top bin? You know what top bin was before the start of the season?
I mean, I knew it was before the start of the season, but I did not know it until the day we met when you put us on your pod, your second one. When you're like top bin 90, Lee was like, "Yeah, that's cool, man. I like that." I'm like, "Oh, it's like okay, the top bin is the top corner, and 90 is the degrees, right?"
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. Oh, y'all, he's being serious. When he smiles like that, he's telling the truth.
It's so obvious. So obvious when he tells the truth. All right, man. Number 3. Jonathan Lee said number 3.
Oh, woo! I don't know if I have no time for this one. So how did it all work out with the supporters group? How did they all get along or not get along?
I have no idea. That's why we do this and not the supporters group stuff.
Or at least
this is like a council question, not us.
Yeah, that's not. So, moving on. Sorry, Jonathan, you had to pick like 5 different numbers, and they're all just screwed it all up, right? Yeah, for sure. So, what's the other 15? 15.
Actually, you know what? 15 is the last one because we did 16. I already mentioned 17, so this is it.
Really, this is even
Yeah.
15 is not a question. It is a statement, and this was not rigged. But yeah, man, thanks to y'all out there, and thanks to everyone who's been doing everything, and the team. And we're going to be here. And like Lee said, we're under a 10-year contract now. So we're taking CLTFC Fan TV for the fans, by the fans. Damn it. Professional, y'all. We're going to start getting some monies coming in, man. We're going to crank this production level up. We're going to stop messing around. We're going to get some monies like old Top Ben and shit, man. So let you know that we're bringing it. And just to lead out on bringing it, I wanted to play this special song for y'all off my old school Casio CA100. All right, Lee, to the music, you can say what you want to say. Ready, go. Little Rick Ashley Casio.
Are we Rick-rolling these people out here now? Is that what
we're Rick-rolling ourselves, dog. We're Rick-rolling ourselves.
This is what we have.
10 more watch hours. Keep them as long as you can.
Right. Yeah, for real. So, yeah, next week, guys, we're gonna do we're gonna do a live trivia. So definitely come hang out with us. That's gonna be fun. We did a real quick one earlier before the season started, I think, right? And just to kind of test it out before this thing became a regular thing. And yeah, man, it's definitely like come hang out with us next week, and we'll get something to give away, right? Maybe we do like first and second prizes or something. But yeah, with that being said, Brian, man, where can people find you?
Y'all can find me on Twitter at BamOurMedia. You can also find my written articles at topin90.com. Like we've got, I can't even fathom how many articles we have in the works right now. It's like kind of boggling my mind.
All at the same time.
Yeah, it's just a blitz.
Yeah, like we'll see you guys in January, right? Yeah.
Go down to a vault somewhere.
Yes, rigged. I think that's gonna be. We're gonna have to figure that out. That might be a good catchphrase for our show, right?
Well, actually, to the professional point, we're gonna get our merch made up, start selling that too, and everything. So
yeah.
Happening. Hashtag rigged.
That's right. Yeah. Jorge, go ahead.
I love it. Literally, this is a CA100 Casio tone bank from 1988. And the demo song they put on this is Rick Astley, Forever Together. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. We're definitely get some rig shirts made up. That's for sure. Yeah. And
he's tired of the pancake rumors.
Already, yeah. There's only leaked 2, right? And they're already had enough. That's right. All right, fuck yourself, man.
You can find us at TopBin90 on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, and Real TopBin90 on TikTok. We are excited. We got some cool stuff coming up as well. We're gonna take off next week. Because you know what, like it's a very long season for us. Not just a week break, from online lives. And then after that, we'll be back and kicking and going harder than ever.
That's right. You know what? We're probably getting copyrighted now, JT.
Yeah, JT. You just wasted all these hours.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So yeah.
Hashtag worth it.
Oh, hold on, man. Yeah. So next week is the trivia night. I'm looking forward to that. Yes, toxic for sure. Find us on all the cltfc fan TV. If you're new to the show, hit the sub button. If you're a regular.